The gaskets have arrived and we'll get on with now putting everything all back together. We're going to start off with replacing the throttle body gasket, which arrived here this morning. It's a Clk55 to undo the bolts, which I think is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get that off and then replace that gasket. I think we can say that that's pretty much knackered. Here's our new one. You can see it sits much more prouder. It's not flat like the old one that's come out was. Yeah, nice. Put our throttle body back on. Just get a couple of screws in and then we'll snug them all up in a minute. Okay, we just snugged it up a little bit, not too tight. They were not in tight at all. They were probably in about 8 Newton meters. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is put on this pipe now, because I think it's going to probably be easier to do it now than when it's when I'm trying to do it at the back of the engine in the confined space. So I think next what I'm going to do as well is put on the with the new gasket this part as well, because I also think this will be a bit easier to do whilst it's out of the car. So I'll put this on with a new gasket that's going to go in here, and as you can see, this gasket's pretty worn. It's gone very hard and brittle. I've got a new one for that as well, so we'll replace that. I've already replaced this top one previously. It's a lot more supple, but yeah, we'll do this one as well now that we're at this stage. The new one's in. It's amazing how much tighter a new one is, to the point where it almost feels like it's not going to fit in, but it actually is in. There's the part number from Mercedes for this, if you're interested. So this can now slip over this as I say, I think this is going to be a lot easier to do out of the car than if I was trying to do it from behind now on the car. That is so much tighter. I mean, before I was able to move this about very easily. Now look, that is very tight on, so that's a good seal. Yeah, very happy with that. And while we're here, we're going to replace some more pipes as well. This bit here is the original that's on there. I've got a replacement of that, so let's try and get that on. Looks like it goes that way up. And I've also replaced this pipe here, and this was replaced earlier along with this one. While I'm in there, might as well, you know what I mean? Okay, so the air inlet body is ready to go back in the car now. So we've got our new gaskets for putting it back into the car. So let's get round to the car and put it in place. Okay, so we're going to get the throttle body inlet back in now. First thing we're going to do is start off plugging in the throttle body. Gaskets to put in. You've got the gaskets. Torch and check things. Checking the details. The bolts that put the intake manifold onto the cylinder head, they need to be 20 Newton meters. So we'll set up our ratchet for 20 Newton meters. Set these all up for 20 Newton meters. Let's get cracking. And 20. Right, let's get on some of these plugs and that, and then we'll put on the fuel rail. The fuel rail, we're going to replace all of these little rubber seals now, 8 in total. So let's get on with that. Okay, so we have an assortment of pipes and connections to do now. So I'm going to get on with doing those. Yeah, where to start? Maybe we should start with putting in the actual wiring back again. Maybe. Let's try that first. So I'm going to get this all back into the places where it was. Go to there. These will go to all of the tie these all on nice and tightly. Make sure this one goes on because it seems to be a pain in the backside at the moment. Hard to get to. That sounds like it's on. Yep, it's on. So that's done there. Good. See if we can see some photos. Yeah, we'll just carry on putting in these pipes now. Okay, so we have an assortment of pipes and connections to do now. So I'm going to get on with doing those. Yeah, where to start? Maybe we should start with putting in the actual wiring back again. Maybe. Let's try that first. So I'm going to get this all back into the places where it was. So that thing goes up there. See if we can see some photos. Yeah, we'll just carry on putting in these pipes now. That's it, everything's in. Coil pack's done. Injector's done. All the pipes, MAF sensor, etc. at the back. Secondary air pump at the front and all the connections all connected up. Coil packs and injectors in there, fuel line back on, so it just leaves us to connect up the battery and then I guess try. We'll put the air box on and then start her up and see how she goes. Okay, so we're going to start it up first time. The idea is I'm going to move it out, reverse it, so turn it round so I can get it up on ramps and then clean the underside of it from all the oil that was leaking. But this will be the first start. Pretty bad under here with oil, so we're going to take off these covers and then we're going to basically clean her up with get her looking much better than she does at the moment. So let's get on with that. Right, cover one. Lovely oil in my head now. So we'll clean those up, and now to clean up the car. So as you can see, she's a lot cleaner now, and no oil mess. I think what I'm going to do now is turn her on and run her up to temperature, and then check on what the situation is, that there's no more leaks coming down here, and that'll be job done, and I'll be very happy. We've been running a good 30 minutes now, and you can see we've got that bit of smoke you can see is the old oil that's literally eventually burning off, but no more leaks. I'm well happy, well happy, really happy.